What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here, more Fallout 3 A Tale of Two Wastelands. And last episode when we left off, we actually started our next DLC, which is Point Lookout. And yeah, made our way over to this Calvert mansion. And we're helping this ghoul character defend his mansion from a group of tribals that are attacking it. So I recommend going back and watching last episode if you haven't seen it. Just that way you're all caught up with everything that's going on. And I'm just going to mention again that we are using a mod by Sweet Six Shooter.
Before more of them come out, find where they're coming from and stop them. Just like before, I'll be keeping an eye out.
And that is low level Point Lookout, and it seems to be doing the job because Point Lookout can actually be a bit of a chore to get through because the enemies do like ridiculous bonus damage and have ridiculous bonus damage resistance, and it seems to be doing a really good job fixing that, but still sort of making it not too easy. And as I was saying before, we are going to want to loot as much as possible because you can actually make a lot of money and get a lot of resources by making your way through the DLC. Quite a cool interaction there, falling through the floor. Normally you can't see your body standing above yourself like that. Pretty cool there as well. One of them shooting through the door. It's almost like something out of The Shining, but just a little bit louder, I guess. Very cool at the time. Not something you could expect it from from Fallout 3. This is where we fell through before, into the basement.
You stop down over here! Where you? No! Return to dust. Oh.
Not doing so well taking this guy out.
Return to dust.
Should have just switched to the axe in the first place. Absolutely brutal that the way one of them went flying there and using a double-barreled shotgun. Again, just helps show off how powerful that weapon is. It can be. Not quite sure where the other enemy is. Hopefully we'll run into them in a bit. can see they're definitely a wealthy family to have all this stuff and a property this big. I did not mean to switch over to the grenade launcher there. Just going to clear that corner message.
Look what we have here.
One thing that is annoying with the double-barreled model mod that I'm using is the shotgun shells don't look like. It's just like a random texture to them. But other than that, it's a really good mod. And I do think it's the best double-barrel shotgun mod available.
That's one less way for them to get in. Follow me. I think we're about to get hit hard. Yeah, here they come. Grab all the ammo and stim packs you need. This is gonna be a rough one. If you have any mines, now's the time to use them. They could come in through any of the boarded up doors at any second. Okay, any second now. Get ready. Here they come. Second floor on the right. Deserve that. More of them on the right, first floor. What the hell?
You have to be careful not to hit this guy's dogs. They will become hostile. So I recommend not using any explosive weapons if you can help it. Just going to clear that corner message again. Normally at the end there is someone that comes in with a minigun or a heavier weapon through the front door, but we seem to got quite lucky and they were equipped. They had their hunting rifle on them rather than their minigun. That was always a pain to deal with.
So, my hero. Think you came in and rescued me right in the nick of time? Not hardly. Had it all well in hand, and I didn't even need to use the failsafe. But that would have done a real number on some of the paintings, so just as well you were here. Anyway, name's Desmond. The type that kills everyone outside of my safe room and leaves a hell of a mess to clean up. Standard type. Not worth wasting on ignorant savages like them, honestly. Just as well you came along when you did. So, tell you what I'll do. I'll share a few tips for the next time you're making a dramatic final stand.
So, when we get, after helping out Desmond, he's not very thankful for the help, really. He's not a very pleasant character. He's definitely got an attitude problem. But he does give us the Superior Defender perk. And like it says there, we do more damage and have better defense when standing still. And as far as I'm aware, that does count when you're in VATS. So it helps with your VATS damage as well. So I did actually forget to show off this perk. And it was called Superior Defender when we unlocked it. And it did say that it increased our damage while we're standing still. But I think it's Tale of Two Wastelands that changes it to Staunch Defender, which just increases our damage threshold while standing still in combat. So still a very useful perk to have, and again I'm pretty sure it is active while you're using VATS, so it helps out with that. And yeah, definitely, you know, +5 damage threshold is quite substantial, so it will help you out provided you are standing still.
Not a fucking clue. It'd be easy to chalk it up to their crazy religion, but if I'm right, and I always am, there's something else going on. That's the 3rd attack in a month, so somebody's got a grudge with me. Whether it's a man or a god, I intend to set them straight. Damned if I know. It was abandoned when I got here. There's plenty hidden away here. None of it would be useful to a bunch of crazed inbreds. They're brainless morons who worship some crazy spirit. What's to know?
So to advance, you actually need to try and leave, if I remember correctly, which is quite funny.
Now hold on there. Not so fucking fast. You can be useful to me. I need someone willing to get their hands dirty. So here's the deal. I help you get in with those tribals, you help me get what I want, and I'll make you fucking rich. Just try not to sprain a lobe while you're thinking about it. My time is short.
That's a little bit ironic considering what happens to us. But that is the local flavour completed, our first point lookout quest. And yeah, it's quite an introduction.
You need to learn to pay attention when I speak. Those mud lovers want me dead, and haven't extended the common fucking courtesy of telling me why. So, I need you to find a way into their commune and figure out what's going through their addled little heads. Be a good pup, and old Desmond will give you a treat. And of course, who knows what riches they have for you to steal. Easy peasy. Right about now, they'll be wondering what happened to their hunting party. These are people who think cutting a hole in their skull can expand their mind. They're not exactly scholars over there. Just head up to the cathedral and ask real nice. When you're in, you'll find the bastard in charge and find out what they're up to. I just need information. No need for violence. Yet. back to business.
So yeah, he's quite an interesting character, our foul mouthed friend. He does have an awesome head of hair though for a ghoul, along with his nice tash, which is quite funny. But in this room here, there's quite a lot that we can loot, and it's all fine. You know, Desmond won't get annoyed with you for taking any of it. Quite handy. And then there is that minigun there that you can repair with the minigun the tribal had, and get something a little bit better for you. So we do have the option of carrying on that main quest, walking with the spirits, and that takes us over to the other side of the island. Really, see this road up here. For the time being, I think we're actually going to go for a little bit of an explore. I'm going to wait till daytime though. It's just a really cool atmospheric location. Quite sure what that is in the distance. I don't remember that being it. I think my LODs are messing up again. I've tried fixing them, but nothing I do seems to be working. Oh, it's the Ferris wheel. Yeah, like I said, I've tried running LOD gen and doing a few other things, messing around with the mods to do with LODs, but nothing seems to be working, which is really annoying. Homestead Hotel, quite a cool location. Yeah, important to a couple of quests, I think, so we'll make sure to explore that in the future. But at the moment, I'm more just interested in going for a wander. Not that we have much use for BBs. Didn't mean to take the sledgehammer though. So this is a little unmarked quest we'll be doing later, and it involves replacing the lighthouse's light. I think it's that tall thing there that again the LOD's messed up with, and with the low level point lookout mod, if you do that it will actually trigger a super mutant invasion that then clears out the island of most of its inhabitants and the wildlife. So we're going to wait till the end of the DLC to do that, because it does change it quite substantially from vanilla, and I want this to be a largely vanilla experience. but we will make sure to do that at some point. But like I said, that'll be right at the end of the DLC after we complete the main quest. But I'd say subscribe if you want to see that, because I haven't seen it myself, so it'd be quite cool for both me and you guys as the audience.
Well, hello there. Welcome to Haley's Hardware. Well, we have hardware. No, not at all. I'm just not used to people all the way out here. My usual customers, well, I usually smell them before I see them. The swamp folk mostly. I guess they don't bother me none because I was born here. They mostly trade meat and fruit, never any cash or goods. Them mercs are good for some trade and real hardware. So if you need ammo or anything like that, I can help you out. I got all sorts of stuff. Take a look.
Here's another quite useful vendor. Again, they seem to be relatively well stocked. Have pretty much everything you could need. Couple of mods there as well. Playing for some DLC weapons. Too fussed about what they have for sale. We've got everything we need. Good source of railway spike ammunition though, outside. And then there are loads of locations to explore. Quite a lot of them aren't like really important in any real way. They tend to be, quite atmospheric and just interesting, and tend to look quite cool, really. Getting up another nice collection of frag grenades. And I remember not being able to pick up this stuff because it was owned, or it was considered stealing. Something to note at point lookout, because of all the trees, it is quite performance heavy, so my frame rate might be a little bit over the place. But one really annoying game breaking bug that I have run into before is that for whatever reason, I've never been able to figure out what causes it. Randomly on your save file, there'll be a point in the island where if you try moving over in this direction from the Homestead motel, so this basically whole section of the island will just absolutely tank your frame rate to like 1 or 2 frames a minute, and you won't be able to progress. And it seems to be dependent on your save file. There doesn't seem to be any way of fixing it once it happens. So I really hope we don't come across that bug. It's one reason why, if you're intending to do the point lookout DLC, I'd recommend doing it earlier in your playthrough than later. We will be going down there later as part of side quests. I think that is one thing that is really cool with Point Lookout, is there's a lot of hidden side quests along with the main story. The main story is actually quite short, but there's still loads to do on the island, and like I said, loads of locations to explore. Collision on that shack's not being our best friend there. If I remember correctly, at the Trapper's Shack, there is a perk you can pick up by interacting with a book, and it allows you to do more damage against Mirelurks. So I think we're going to head over there and see if that is the case. Nice little memory test for me. Along the way as well, we'll discover the flooded sinkhole. Quite sure who's seeing us and causing us to be in caution. Yeah, the flood sinkhole is quite a cool little area. And the bug that I was mentioning before, I think it's actually an issue with the flooded sinkhole and the sort of spawning of items, because you're going to want to hang around a little bit and let more items come to the surface. Thanks to Fallout's janky collision, you can stand on them, make it a bit easier to see what there is. Take that crutch just in case. And here as well is where a very useful glitch can be done in Fallout, where if you just go under the water by the smallest amount, it is transparent. Oh, I'm struggling to do it a little bit here. See a couple of safes down there. 3 safes down there. Step on some items here. Kind of funny seeing the hands, the double sets of hands, and that's just because of the enhanced camera mod along with our B42 Interact. RAP regen a little bit. So it's a little bit of a pain to loot. there is some good stuff here. I'll have to excuse the funny sort of camera model. Not normally. Can't normally sort of look down like that. But I think, looking at how long this episode has been, here's quite a good place there in the episode. And then I have to have a think, because like I said, there's a lot of hidden content within Point Lookout, which is one of the things that makes it so good. So I'll have to have a think what we're doing next episode. I'll definitely start off next episode by entering the Trapper's Shack to see if I was right in there being a perk you can pick up that increases your damage against Mirelurks, if I remember correctly. It might increase your damage against damage resistance. But I guess we'll soon see. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. Also, any mods that I've mentioned throughout the video will be linked down in the description below, so you guys can try them out for yourself. But thanks again for watching. Always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.